Hello friends and welcome to your Friday pick a card. Although today we're not doing very many cards, we're going to be playing with our charms. So I do have a deck of cards that I'm using today, and it is the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and it's the tinned version, and I chose this one today purely because I need space. So I wanted to use a small card that's not going to fill up too much space on the table. So we're going to be using the cards, and then we're going to be using my charms. So these are charms that I have been collecting for quite some time now, and I've just got them in a singing bowl so that it's easy for me to access and to pick charms, and we'll be casting charms into my casting board right here. Okay, so if you are not familiar with charms, you will see exactly how they work. It's quite, they're amazing. They really are. They're very easy to read, very easy to understand, very easy to interpret, but paired with the tarot makes it a really interesting combo. So if this is the first time you're finding my channel, welcome. I hope you have already clicked the subscribe button if you enjoy this kind of content. And if you would like to see more charm readings for your Fridays, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and if you enjoyed it. So we don't have cards to display for how to pick which bundle has the message you need. So all I've done is taken a photograph of the charms and I've used that. So please use that to help you choose whether you want group 1, group 2 or group 3 for your message today. And really listen to your heart and soul. Really allow yourself to be guided because yeah, the messages are very different from normal. And yeah, we need to make sure that you get the right one. And obviously, if you want to listen to all three, if you want to get a message from all three, you're more than welcome to do that. And also, have you gone and looked at your May 2020 forecast readings? Because those were published yesterday. So they are on my YouTube channel, and you'll find them on my social media as well. But there is I think it's a 10-12 minute video for each sign of the zodiac, giving you insight into June 2020 and what you can expect. So make sure you've gone and watched yours and received your inspiration there. But do that after you have had your charm reading. All right, friends. So I'm going to stop waffling. And if you are on YouTube, in the comments below, sorry, not in the comments, in the description below, you will see the timestamps that will take you through to message 1, message 2, or message 3. And if you are looking on my blog, if you just scroll down a little bit, you will see the options there for message 1, 2, or 3. So we'll see you there. Take care. Okay, so welcome to those of you who have chosen charm group number 1 as the charm group that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. So we're going to start off, first of all, taking a card from the tarot deck to give us the theme, to give us the kind of basic information that you need, and then the charm reading will be based around the tarot card. So we're shuffling and we're asking that the card that I draw and the charms that we pick today be exactly those that you need to hear, give you the message that you need to hear, the guidance, the hope, and the inspiration that you need. All right, so let's just put them back together. I'm going to split, and we're going to take the one off the top. So for all of you who chose bundle number 1, you have got the 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands is an interesting card because it talks about chaos, it talks about fighting, it talks about everybody fighting with everybody else. And you know, it's not like this group is fighting that group. It's chaos. Everybody's fighting everybody. Everybody's on edge. Everybody's defensive. And actually, I had a post on social media this week about being defensive and about everybody feeling 5 of Wands-ish. So clearly, those of you who chose this group or this bundle, it may be something that you're feeling. You know, it doesn't have to be physical fighting. It doesn't have to be actually having an argument with somebody. It may just be you're feeling irritated and pushed in all directions and pulled in all directions and just feeling like you're not really coping. Okay, so I'm going to leave that card there so that it's out of the way. I want to cast the charms. So what we have now, all right, I have this little charm, which is what I call my significator. So basically it's got the little R on it, and I obviously chose that because of my name, but I look at how the charms fall in relation to that, and that's how we do the reading. So these are my bowl of charms. I'm going to give them a shuffle, and I'm going to stir and stir and stir, and throw some on the board and let's see what we get. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that is so interesting. So first of all, the first thing that we have to note is that our significator charm got pushed all the way over there on top of the tarot card. And we've got 2 charms on the tarot card, and then we've got all of these over here as well, which we're going to have a look at. So, friends, let's get into it. I know you can't really see these very well, so I'm just going to push them slightly off just so that you can make out what they are. That's a pair of scissors. I'm going to bring that one down with, I can't do it with my little stick, so I'm just going to put it there. Okay. So just to explain to you the way that we look, I have meanings and interpretations for each of the charms that are here, but there's no textbook that tells you that the scissors means that or the umbrella means that. It's all done very intuitively. So remember I said everything is about that significator charm. So your significator charm landed right on top of the card that we drew, the 5 of Wands. So it's confirming for you that you are feeling like everybody's attacking you, like you are on the defensive, you're fighting everybody, everybody's fighting everybody, you're feeling very overwhelmed by this kind of energy and this kind of situation, okay? It's got to do with the male energy. So either you are the male energy and concerned here, or it's got to do with another male energy, being a boss, being a boyfriend, a husband, a son, any other significant male in your life is what's creating this situation, okay? The scissors that we have, now, we all know what scissors do. We all know that scissors cut. It's saying to you we need to cut out, because remember the scissors also landed on this card. So it's telling you that it's time that you cut out the nonsense, cut out the chaos, cut out the drama, cut it out of your life. The umbrella that came through here, what do umbrellas do? Umbrellas protect us from the rain and protect us from the storm, and so you are protected, okay? You are protected through this cutting the nonsense out of your life, this nonsense connected to you and a male, all right, a significant male. Over here, I love this little pairing that we have over here, because that's the other thing that we do is we look at pairings. We look at charms that are lying on top of each other. We've got on top of each other here, on top of each other here, and then this pairing over there. So what I like to do here, when I look at this particular pairing, we have the mask, and we also have the telescope. So both of them allow you, have got to do with vision, have got to do with being able to see what's going on. So it's telling you here that this particular situation that we're talking about, that you need to cut out, that you are protected about, you need to look at it with honest eyes. Okay? You need to make sure that you are seeing it for what it is. The camera, I know it might not be very clear, but the camera that we have over here is telling you to take a snapshot. Take a snapshot of this particular situation and then analyze it. So don't be looking at it every single day, because the situation changes. The fighting changes on a day-to-day basis. So take that snapshot and then look at it, analyze it, and look at it, analyze it, and see it for what it truly is. But know that everything is going to be okay. But it is time to eliminate the fight, the struggle, the battle from your life. Remember the male. Okay. So to separate these two so that you can see them, we have the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life, to me, its interpretation and its symbol has got to do with healing. It's got to do with understanding, got to do with life purpose, okay? So the tree is telling you that this situation that we're talking about here, it's the understanding and the coming to terms with the longevity of it, how long it's been going on is significant. We have the infinity symbol, means it just goes on and on. So this battle, fight, struggle, difficulty that you're experiencing here has been going on for a very long time, because both of these here are telling you that. Both of these 2 charms here are saying that it is a long time situation. It's not something brand new. But the camera is saying we need to look at it now. We need to look at it in the here and now and not analyze the past. Even though we've got the telescope, which says to you about looking further away, the mask is telling you to look in the here and the now, and the camera is telling you to look in the here and the now. But I think this is just confirming that maybe we're spending too much time looking in the past of this situation. Alrighty. We have the postcard. Postcard is communication. So there may be an email, there may be a social media post, there may be a letter, there may be some kind of contract, some kind of document that may help to uncover and to fully understand this particular situation you're dealing with. The moon that we have over here is basically saying to you that you don't have all the information. Things look different from a different angle and a different perspective. Okay, so the next two pairing that we have here, I'm just trying to turn it around so that you can see. That's my little palm tree, and this over here is my symbol for child. Okay, so it's telling you it's childhood. Palm tree is holidays, when life was easy, when life was simple. So it's telling, and here we also have my symbol for house. So this situation is a family situation that's going on here that needs to be cleared, uncovered, cut away, removed, eliminated. There's some kind of document, there's some kind of paperwork, there's some kind of communication. You don't have all the information that you need to have. It's got to do with childhood, home, and holiday kind of things. I love this cogwheel that's sitting over here. He's not really connected to everything, and you can see he's moving further and further away from the center. But the cogwheel is telling you that this is just very much like the infinity symbol. It just goes on and on and on, and the wheel just keeps turning. Somebody is just turning that wheel over and over and over again. And then lying down the bottom here, I want to turn it over, is my little symbol for tarot card. So I think, and the fact that it was the furthest away, the fact that it was right here in the corner, the furthest away from the significator and the actual card. Normally, when I do a charm cast, when this comes up, it's normally saying to us, we need to pull a card. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take another tarot card. I'm going to shuffle and draw one more because we're being told to do that, and to see how it ties in with everything that we have. So same deck. Let's give it a shuffle again, and let's see what else does it want us to know. What else do we need to know about this particular situation? What else do we need to know? What else can we be aware of? And how else can we fix the situation that we're in at the moment? Okay, and I'm going to just split it in half and take the one straight off the top. So let's show you what we got. Ace of Pentacles. And you know what's interesting about the Ace of Pentacles is that we have a garden path, we have a doorway that leads to, I know it's not really in focus, forgive me. We have a doorway that leads to a different world, a different land. There is help coming. So I think this is tying in with our umbrella. There is help coming. The Ace is new beginnings. Pentacles has got to do with material possessions and money. So there is help coming that can help you with this particular situation. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 1, this is certainly an interesting message indeed. And I do hope that it connects with you and resonates with you. I do hope you're able to understand this chaos that's going on and what you need to do about it. Because it's very evident you need to look at it properly. You are guided, protected. We need to end it. It's got to do with the man. It's been going on for a long time, but you must only focus on the here and the now. There is some communication that you don't really understand or you don't have all the information about. It's got to do with childhood, home, holidays. It keeps going on and on and on and on. And there is help and guidance and whatever available for you. So with love and blessings from my heart to yours, until we do this again, you take care. And please remember to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this particular content. We'll see you on Monday for your Taroscopes. Take care. Hello and welcome to those of you who chose this bundle as the bundle that has the answers and the message that you need to hear. So we're doing things a little bit differently today. As you can see, we're going to be playing with my charms because I haven't done that in a while and I really do love and adore my charms. I have my little significator charm there, which we will use in a minute, but I'm going to start off with trusty old tarot, and we're going to shuffle, and we're asking to draw a card as our theme, as the main message, and then we will use the charms to get the detail behind the message. So we're shuffling, and we're asking, can we get the card that has the message that you all need, the card that's going to give you the inspiration, the guidance, and the motivation that you need in your lives right now. Let it be a good message for all of you who are watching. Alrighty, I think I have shuffled enough. I'm going to cut the pack in half and we're taking the card straight off the top. Right. So let's have a look. So friends, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, I just want to hold it that you can actually see the image. The Ten of Swords is normally not a nice card because as you can see, we're lying down. We have got 10 swords in our back and we're just giving up. We are just absolutely giving up. We've got this dark cloud over our heads. Yes, it is lifting. Yes, it is coming over, but we're not even noticing that. We're just like saying, you know what, I'm over it. Over and done, not interested anymore, not going to fight, not putting up a struggle in a battle. So we are feeling a little bit defeated and feeling a little bit like, I'm just going to lie here. I'm not going to participate any longer. So it's not really a good card. And it says that we're all feeling a little bit givey-uppy. Okay, but let's have a look and see what does this relate to and how can we deal with this? How can we get past this feeling? How can we start feeling a little bit better? So the way that this works is this is what I call my significator charm, as I mentioned earlier on. So when I cast the charms, we look to see how they land in relation to this because this represents you. We have that. I'm going to leave that there because we'll keep coming back to that. But we're going to look and see how the charms land in relation to the significator charm, because the closer they are to the charm, the more specific it is to you. Right. It is a little bit noisy, so bear with me while I shuffle and draw. Okay. Put those down. Right. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay. So our significator charm sort of stayed in the middle. We do have a ship that has landed on the card. So I'm just going to put it next door so you can see that it is right. And then we've got gun, we've got bicycle, we've got octopus, we have got kindness, we have got the Eiffel Tower, we have anchor, we have lady. Never, never give up is what that one says. This one over here, if I turn it over, you'll see is my ruler. We have camera, we have moon, and I can't even see these two here. Right, we have fish and we have flower. Okay, so we start off looking here in the center. Please excuse my crochet hook that I am using as my pointer because my short fat fingers hide too much. So this at least makes sure that my hand doesn't get in the way. So this is telling you we've got the female energy right here by the significator. So this feeling that you're experiencing right now, this everything that you're going through, this overwhelm, this feeling like it's the end, the feeling like you just can't do it anymore, this feeling like I don't have the energy to pick myself up anymore. It's got to do with the feminine energy. Okay. So maybe it's an emotional issue. All right. Maybe emotionally, that's how you're feeling. Okay. I love the fact that right next to her, we have this one that says to you, never, never give up. So clearly we mustn't give up. Clearly we have to keep on. We're not allowed to just lie there and die. The ship that we have, I love that because, you know, you've heard the saying that the ship comes in, you're waiting for your ship to come in. Your ship is coming. It is. So yes, right now you're feeling a little bit battered and bruised, but you have to understand that things are going to get better. This anchor that we have here just above you, this anchor is telling you that you need to stay put. You need to stay where you are. It's not about moving. It's not about getting anywhere. Actually, the more you rest, the better it is. These swords that are standing or stabbing you in the back, maybe they're realigning your spine because look at them. They seem to be in a perfectly straight line. So maybe it's more chiropractic acupuncture realigning the spine as opposed to stabbing you and killing you, because one of the things we don't see in that card is too much of the blood. Okay. So looking at this here, looking at the significator, feminine energy, never giving up, staying put. It's not a time to make any changes. It's not a time to make any big decisions or to make any movements. It's a time to stay still. It's a time to look at and keep still, to realign. We've got the ship, which is telling you good times are coming. Okay. There is that definitely happening for you. We have the gun. But what I look at with the gun is where is it aiming at? What is it shooting at? Where is it pointing to? And if you have a look at it, the trajectory of the gun means that it's going to shoot, it's going to miss anything and everything important. So this feeling that you have of feeling completely wiped out and physically, emotionally, mentally dead means this gun is going to go off. Whatever you're fearing, whatever you're worried about, it is going to go off, but it's going to miss you. You will come out of this okay. You don't need to worry. The bicycle that we have over here, if I just turn the bicycle around, The bicycle is telling you about movement. It's telling you that things are going to improve. And you know, what's nice about a bicycle is when we get on it and we can coast downhill, we don't actually have to pedal. We don't actually have to put much effort in order to get, and the wind blowing in our hair and all of that is wonderful. The octopus is telling you about grabbing opportunities. Okay. It's telling you that you've got 8 little legs to grab the opportunities that are there. So yes, we're feeling like that. It's an emotional thing. We're not going to give up. We have our anchor to keep us in place. The ship is saying that success and goodness and happiness is coming your way. Your ship is coming in. You are going to miss being shot. You are not going to get impacted by the negative that's happening around you. The tower here, the Eiffel Tower, okay, actually for me, my interpretation of this has got more to do with structure, more to do with corporation, more to do with government, more to do with large towers, authority structures that restrict us, limit us, and control and define us. Okay, so we have that there, which is quite predominant in it's centered. Okay, it's in the center of the board. So all of this that you're feeling might have to do with work. All right, all of this might be work related, it might be career related, it might be economy with everything that's going on in the world. And this little one, I know it's very difficult to see on screen, but the word kindness is written there. I don't know if it'll focus on it. Okay, but it says kindness. So we need to be kind to ourselves with everything that's going on. The ruler sitting all by itself over here. So it's a fair distance from our significator, but it's basically saying to you, you're probably spending too much time measuring your success, measuring your validation, your success, and who you are. Don't measure. Don't be so critical of yourself. Don't worry if you're a couple of mils, centimeters, meters, or kilometers out from your goal, from your plan. And then I'm loving these 4 that we have across the bottom here because they do say an interesting one. They do really give an interesting message. The flower is telling you that we need to pay attention to the small things that are significant, to the small pretties that we have in the world. So make sure to look out for the roses. Just take the time to stop and to smell the roses, to allow yourself to appreciate the beauty around you. And the reason why I'm interpreting the flower like that is because we have the camera on this side. Oh my gosh, I lost my words for a second. The camera is telling you to take a photograph, take a snapshot, and to look at it at that minute in time. So appreciate the beauty around you for what it is at that minute. The fish for me is the sign of abundance. The fish for me is the sign of plenty. Okay, there's so much more that meets the eye. There's abundance, there's plentiful. And the moon says you're not seeing it because the moon, things always look different by moonlight than they do in the sunshine. Okay, so the moon is saying to you, not everything is visible, not everything is known. There's a lot of things happening that you're not aware of. These 4 in a line across the bottom here are basically saying to you that all of this is hidden from you. This is the kind of stuff that you're not aware of. This is the base, the foundation. It's lying under the surface. Okay, so under the surface, you need to make sure that you are forcing yourself to take time out to have a little bit of fun, to look at the flowers, to appreciate the good that you have in your life. The fish of abundance telling you that there's more than meets the eye. There's enough there for everybody. You're not seeing it. You're not valuing it. You're not appreciating it. It's time to take a snapshot, take count of everything that you have going good in your life. This is how you're feeling. Absolutely. We get that. We get that. You're feeling overwhelmed, stabbed, trapped, etc. There is a lot of success that's coming for you. And you know what, again, I'm going to go back to this gun and the gun, when it shoots and where the bullet lands, it's so far from you, but you're immediately panicking because you've seen it. You've seen that that's about to go off and you're assuming the worst. And you know what, we do that, don't we? It's human nature that we do that. But you have got the vehicle, you have got the ability to move away from that. You have all these opportunities that you are going to grab that are going to keep you grounded. You're not moving. Okay, if you are thinking about changing jobs, if you're worried about losing your job, if you're worried about anything like that, the anchor right here, smack bang in the middle, is saying to you that you're not going anywhere. You're going to be okay. But don't measure, don't compare, don't look at yourself too harshly. Remember to always practice kindness. Okay. So, friends, those of you who chose this bundle, I do hope that that was a good message for you. I do hope that it answered some questions that you have and gave you a little bit of a little bit of yeah, a little bit of looking forward to something. If you did enjoy this video, and if you like me to do more of these kind of Friday picker cards, picker bundles, please let me know in the comments below, and give me a thumbs up. And I will see you on Monday for your Taroscopes. You guys take care and have a good weekend. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen this bundle as the bundle that has the message you need to hear. Welcome. As you can see, today we're doing things a little bit differently. I am shaking it up a little bit, and we are going to be playing with the charms. We haven't done charms in quite some time, and of course I do love my charms, so I thought today's a good day to bring the charms in, but we are going to do things a little bit differently. This little one that you're seeing in the middle of the board here, this is what I call my significator charm, and it comes into play when we use the charm. So I'm going to just leave it out the way for now, and we're going to start off with good old trusty tarot. And I am shuffling, and we're asking that the card that we draw be exactly the message that all of you who are watching this particular bundle, that this be exactly what you need. Let this be the message of hope, of guidance, and of inspiration that you need to make the best of your current circumstances. So we shuffle, 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 and I think that's shuffled enough, but I'll do it one more. Right, let's put the cards together, and I'm just going to cut it in half. And we're going to turn over, if the camera would focus, the first one. So we have the Lovers card. So the Lovers card talks about a connection between you and one other. It talks about options and choices. And the Lovers card basically says to you, are you following your heart or are you following your body? What is it that's important and significant, and how are you treating and responding to that? So I'm going to leave that one there, okay, because we will refer to it quite a lot. And I'm now going to bring my significator charm into the center of the board. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the charms and shuffle them, and I'm going to cast them on the board. And we look to see how they land in relation to the significator charm, because that is the one that represents you. And we look at the charms around it and we read them accordingly. So let's do it. It is a little bit noisy, so forgive the noise while I shuffle and draw out a charm. Okie dokie, let's have a look and see what we got. So significator charm, I'm using a crochet hook to point, so that my stubby fingers aren't in the way. So we look to see where our significator charm landed, and it's landed almost quite a distance away from the Lovers. It started off there, it's moved over here, it's moved away from the Lovers card, and next to it we have the horseshoe. And we all know what the horseshoe means, don't we? We all know that the horseshoe means luck. So whether you're in a relationship or whether you're single, it doesn't really matter. We've also got the heart locket with key that's come through. We've got the bicycle, we've got the hairdryer, the postcard, we've got the coin. And it's interesting, these two that we have right over here. So we've got the horseshoe, and we all know that the horseshoe is for luck. And with the coin that we have over here, it's a coin of two sides, and it's pick side A, side B, and it's a gamble kind of thing, isn't it? Right, so we've got the horseshoe of luck, telling you that luck is coming for you right now, especially when it comes to lovers and relationships. And then you've also got the coin. So it's telling you it's time to flip the coin and to pick side A or side B, and to know that whatever is locked away, you have the key to unlock it. Okay, so we've got the heart locket, the key is attached to it, so you have the key that you need to unlock the lock. All right, so let's look at this in a little bit more detail. Toothbrush. Significance of the toothbrush is we all know what toothbrushes do. They make our teeth clean. But in this particular instance, it's not just talking about brushing your teeth. It's talking about, brushing a part of yourself that speaks your truth or hides your truth, okay? Because that's what our mouth does. Sometimes we have a foul mouth. Sometimes we speak well. Sometimes we speak badly. Sometimes we have smelly breath, and sometimes we don't. So it's about speaking your truth and making sure that you are confident enough to speak your truth. Okay, because that's what the toothbrush is saying. Are you confident enough to speak your truth, or do you need to go and brush your teeth first? And here, this infinity symbol means it's an ongoing Okay, there's no end to this particular situation. Relationship wise, for you at the moment, things need to shift and change. You need to start speaking your truth. You need to start being more open and honest, and know that the timing, the luck and the timing is perfect for you to get it, to get the outcome and the answers that you're looking for, because you've got the key, you've got the solution, you know exactly. So whatever's going on in the relationship department of your life, whether you are in a relationship or whether you want to be in a relationship, it's time to speak your truth. It's time to be completely open and honest, constantly, not just once off. Know that you have luck on your side. There is positive and success coming to you. You have the key to unlock. And this one is very interesting. The postcard. The postcard that we have over here says to you that you will receive the communication. Communication is coming to you. The communication is coming in. The hairdryer. It's just so awesome. It's basically saying to you, make sure that you're always on point. And again, toothbrush and the hairdryer, confirming you need to always make sure that you are ready. Okay. Don't wait until you know something is happening. It's going to happen when you least expect it. You're going to receive the communication without much forewarning, without much notice, and you need to be ready at a moment's notice. So always make sure you look fabulous. Always make sure you're taking care of the self, making sure that you are speaking your truth and making sure that you are confident to speak your truth. And the bicycle means that the situation is improving constantly, because bicycle to me is easy riding, easy flow, easy going. There's not going to be any challenge. And what's nice with all of these is there's not a single negative charm that's come through here. So relationship wise for you, things are looking positive. In the romance department, things are looking positive, but you do have to do something. We do have to do something. We have everything that we need to achieve it. So all of you who chose this bundle, I want to say go forth and prosper. Go forth and prosper. Have yourself. Recognize that your relationship is significant. Recognize that even if you're not in a relationship and if you're looking for one, if you are ready for one, it's going to happen when you least expect it. So make sure you are ready. Make sure that you are always looking fabulous, making sure that you're always taking care of yourself constantly, not just once off. And with you, there is so much luck and so much success happening for you right now. So use the key, unlock the padlock, and I think as well, I'm going to say to you that this padlock that we have here, this heart-shaped padlock with the key attached, maybe it's telling you that you've been locked away for too long. Maybe it's telling you that you've had your heart locked away. You've put your heart on the shelf. You've put it away. You've been saving it, keeping it for a time. It's time. Especially when I look at these two luck symbols that you have. It's time that you unlocked your heart. It's time that you cleaned it up, made sure that you were confident to express it, and then do that. There's going to be this communication that's going to come through. It's going to be exciting. Make sure you're fabulous. It's going to be an easy ride, and the lovers is yours all day long. Okay, so for all of you who chose this group and this bundle, I do hope that was a good message for you. If it was, please give the video a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And yeah, you take care and have yourself an awesome Friday, awesome weekend, and we will see you on Monday for your tarot scopes. With love and blessings from my heart to yours, you take care.